Yo, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are going to go across uh, the Linville Viaduct. So it's a pretty famous, well-known, popular bridge viaduct. It's not really a bridge. It's just like kind of uh, like call it a viaduct, but it looks like a bridge and it goes along the side of the mountain. Right now we are at the little visitor center, but unfortunately it's been closed for a while now. They have not renovated it, so if you have to use the bathroom, good luck. Bathroom's not working due to water malfunction. At least that's what the sign says. So I hope you guys can hear me well. We are going for a little drive. Hopefully we'll see some cool cars. I saw some cool cars coming up here. Saw some Corvettes, some Porsche. Saw a Viper as well. But yeah, little parking lot here. And if you go down this trail here, right here, you can actually walk underneath the viaduct, and it's a good little view as well. So in case you don't know, this is the Blue Ridge Parkway. And look at this. This is actually pretty cool. This is a solar panel. I guess it helps when the visitor center was working. I'm assuming it helped charge the visitor center. Because up here, there's not too much, luxury stuff like electricity and water. Now, the cool thing about being up here in the Blue Ridge Parkway, that trail that I have pointed out earlier, if you go down that trail, there's like actually water flowing down. Like, for you to be so high up in the mountain and then water still coming out from the top of mountains, I think that's pretty amazing. Anyways, this is the Lynn Cove Viaduct. I don't know if you can see it right there, the sign. So here's the start of it. This is October the 4th, and looks like the leaves started to change a little bit, but as you can see, it is very expansive. It is pretty cool. My car's pretty low, so you don't get the full effect, but if you had a higher car, you get the full effect. Now, as you can see, there's people walking down there on the side, so you can actually park your car and walk along the side and just take a view of the grandness of it all. So, oh, somebody took a picture of the Integra. Did you guys see that? Somebody took a picture of the Integra. But yeah, woo, packed. So this is where you will park, and then you just walk across. One of these days, I'll take you guys out to it. We'll do some photo shoots with the Integra. And I don't know if you can see way up there. You can actually go up there, but you have to park. And I'll show you where you gotta park. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. I think that's where you can go up to. I'm not sure. I'm assuming. I've never been there. As you can see, the colors are starting to change a little bit. Right now it's not too bright. Maybe in another week the colors will get nice and bright. All right, this Jeep is pulling off. Thank you very much. A lot of pull-offs. So you park and you go down that little trail right there, you get down to Wilson Creek. So that's the end of the viaduct. This is pretty much the end of it. And they fixed up the roads pretty well. There used to be a lot of potholes here in the spring and summertime, but they kind of patched it up. I guess, for tourist season. Spring is a good spring, but fall is pretty much the real tourist season, because that's when a lot of people come up here to the Blue Ridge Parkway to look at the fall colors. So just heads up, speed limit up here is, a good speed. I'll just leave it at that. Now this is pretty awesome too. To the side, you can see some clouds. It looks like the ocean. And if you do come up here, looks like an ocean down there. If you do come up here, be aware there are a lot of hikers. I'm not sure if they're really hikers. They're just people walking with big heavy backpacks on the side of the road. Me personally, I don't know if that's considered hiking. That's just like, walking with a heavy pack on the side of the road. And there are also bicyclists, so you have to be careful when you're coming up here. As you can see, this is all packed. So that place I was pointing to earlier, you park here and then you walk up this little trail. One day we'll do that trail, and then I'll show you guys how it looks like from the top, because I've never been up there, so I would love to check it out one day. Cruising along, Blue Ridge Parkway. We might go all the way to Blowing Rock. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Or we might go back down. It is a little, oh my goodness. It is a little chilly up here. Anyways, oh, you gotta watch out for like, oh my gosh, oh goodness. That truck behind me doesn't know what I'm doing. It's the car, it's pretty low. And that's a big hump. So I'm just trying to avoid that hump. So you don't want to be speeding too much up here, I guess. Not speeding. I wasn't even speeding. I wasn't even hitting the speed limit up here. But, you got to be aware of all these... Oh, wow. That's a beautiful picture. You got to be aware of all these divots and potholes. I might actually turn back because... Oh, my gosh. Ugh. Oh. I might turn back just because I don't want to deal with these crazy roads. I know people taking all these pictures. If you drive too slow like me, I guess you'll get passed. I think I'm gonna pull off and head back just because I don't know what the road conditions are. So that is what we're doing. Oh my God, oh God. Lee, dang. They gotta level these things out. Oh my gosh, this thing is... Jesus, they gotta... Oh my gosh, oh goodness. That is the problem with having a low car. Alright folks, so that was it. We're going back. But we're gonna actually go back down, I came up a different way. I'm gonna go back down a different way. Just because the way the road is much funner going back. Hopefully there's no traffic there so we can stay a decent speed. Speed limit, obviously. But here we are going back. So you guys will get to see how the viaduct looks like from the other side. Here it is, the overlook. Looking pretty cool. Very peaceful. Man, look at that peak over there. I don't know what the name of that peak is called, but pretty cool. Oh, look at that up there. I definitely need to get another daily driver that is a lot, sits a little higher. I'm thinking about buying a Civic Si 8th Gen. I think, is it 7th Gen? No. Yeah, the 8th Gen Civic SIs. Coupe, two-door coupes. With the K2OZ3, I think, engines. They come with the LSD. Now, if you buy the RSX Type S, same engine, but no LSD. I don't know why they didn't put an LSD in the Type S as well. But, hey, I guess. So between the two, if I was going to get the two, I would get the Civic Si just because it's got an LSD. And I will tell you that an LSD makes a lot of difference when you're hitting the curves. I've showed an 11th Gen Civic Si. Those starting from the 8th Gen, I believe they all come with LSDs. which is pretty awesome because I drove an 11th Gen Civic SI, came with the LSDs, going through the corners, going through curves, and man, that thing was handling awesome. Like, obviously better than this car because this car's a lot older, but it felt like it was handling the corners even better than the S2000. Now comment below if you think that's cap, but that's just how it felt. Oh goodness. Oh, look at that, it's pretty nice over there. I don't know if you guys can see it, the way the sun's hitting the leaves, looking pretty mighty, pretty beautiful. But yeah, I was thinking about getting another daily driver just because this one sits a little too low. This is a daily driver, but you know, to go on roads with like dips and stuff and not optimal pavement, I guess you would say, it's not the funnest because you have to, I worry about bottoming out a lot and scraping. Now, if it was nice and flat, like the tail of the Dragon, like it, well, recently the tail of the Dragon got repaved, I think maybe 2 years ago, and it is a nice ride now. It used to be like not so fun, but this car could definitely go on the tail of the Dragon right now. But yeah, back to what we was talking about, the LSDs, they really do make a difference. So I'm contemplating about putting Type R LSD in here. They're only like $450 to $500, still a lot of money, but relatively cheap, I guess. And you know, it's OEM, so it should fit perfectly, shouldn't have any issues. So I'm thinking about doing that. I thought about a Cusco 1.5 way, but I was like, let me just stick with OEM quality. So that's in the future. I don't know how far or how close in the future, but that's in the future. But love to see how this car handles with LSD. Probably even a whole lot better, because going through the corners, it would just pull. Man, that car, what's wrong with that truck? But going through the corners, it'll definitely just pull you straight through the corners. Look at that, looks like the ocean. Best way I can describe it. Oh, also right now this weekend, Classic Honda on the Dragon is going on today and tomorrow. I thought about going there, but you know, it's just too much of a drive. It's about, for me, it's going to be about 3.5 hours just to the meet, and probably like 2.5 hours to the tail of the Dragon. So today we're doing Classic Acura / Honda on the Blue Ridge Parkway. My own little single car meet, I guess. A lot of beautiful views up here. I think all the cool cars is probably stopped cruising. They're probably on the way to go eat dinner or whatnot. Hey, this is Integra, if I'm not mistaken. Now, is that the real Integra, or is this the real Integra? Let me know. What do you guys think about those new Integras? Obviously, they're pretty quick, especially the Integra Type S, but the regular Integra, power-wise, kind of disappointed. It's only got 30 more horsepower than this Integra, and and that's like with the 25-year age gap. So I don't know. I wish they would have came out with a 2-door. That would have been more awesome. Came out with a 2-door, and then, you know, a couple years later, 1 year later, come out with a 4-door. I think that'd have been more awesome. All right, coming off the Parkway right now. On the side here, on the right-hand side, once you round this little corner here, this curve, you're gonna see this cute little waterfall. Turn my blinker off. Check it out. There's a little waterfall right here. Right here. I don't know if it's trickling. Nope, not trickling today. But after it rains really hard, there is a nice trickle there. All right. So we are headed toward Grandfather Mountain. and I think they're closed for the day. Now, folks, that was not even a hard pull. Like, I'm just like halfway throttle, just letting it rev up. Oh, Civic Si. I guess we call it Civic Si up here. I like to just go car spotting when I do come up here. This is a nice little road. Have a little fun, you know, just to drive on. Drive, you know, in a nice, safe way. The other side of this, the other half of this road is a lot better. Now this is actually where they do the Highland Games. It's right up here. I think it's like the first or second week of July. And when they do have the Highland Games, it is extremely crowded up here. You have cars parked all on the side of the roads and in the grass. Makeshift parking lots, I guess you call it. A lot of security up here for sure. So here's Grandfather Mountain. They are closed. All these cars are just people coming out. Unfortunately, I guess we're gonna hit traffic. I think I've been up there only one time. Never went on the Mile High Road. We're gonna slow down a little bit. So all through here, I mean, I'm already going slow. But all through here, there is, parking on the left here, parking on the right. All through here is where they have the Highland Games. I've never been to it because it's kind of intimidating trying to figure out where to park and whatnot. But yeah. And I think it's like kind of like a nature preserve too, so you can just come up here and walk around, I guess, I'm assuming. So here is the downhill. Oh, the sun's so bright. A nice little ride. I enjoy it more coming up. I like actually climbing mountains versus coming down mountains, I guess you could say. A lot of nice curves. You know, just words for thought, but whenever you do drive on roads like this, please just stay in your lane. There's no point in like trying to cross the yellow lines. That's no bueno. It's no good because a lot of these curves are blind curves, so you don't really know what's coming on the other side. Always drive safe. Drive a safe speed. I just want to say my speedometer is actually off by 5 miles per hour, folks. That is the truth. GPS verified. And then as I get higher up in the miles per hour, it actually increases to 7 to 8 miles per hour off. So if the speedometer saying 80, it's actually doing like 72 and a half, 73. If the speedometer says 61, it's actually like 55, and if it says 40, it's actually 35. It's GPS verified, folks. And I think that's due to the tire size I'm running. I believe I'm on 50s, or maybe even 55s. I'm not sure. What's the length you can run? How short of the sidewalls I can run on 15s. I think the lowest is like 50 or something. I'm not sure. But, here we are hitting traffic again. I mean, all right, bro. I know you're a truck. You got high center of gravity. Get it. I get it. But yeah, always when you drive on roads like this, you want to make sure you have good tires and good brakes. Don't come up here with a squealy brakes because you're not gonna have a good time. And that's the end of it. All right, guys, thank you for watching the channel. Thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed watching a little bit of the Blue Ridge Parkway and the Lincoln Viaduct. And we'll see you next time. Subscribe.